So this one is one of the most popular items on all of Amazon for a reason. And it's really interesting. It's not just a Bluetooth speaker, I would say. And this is something that you may want to consider if you're looking to do a smart home. So the Echo Dot has a fabric design on it from the speaker, so it's not like a metal mesh, and it's really small. It's like this disc-shaped version of the Echo Dot. There is a ball-shaped one that I'm going to show you later. That's a kind of an alternate model, but it does all sorts of things. Along with, I'm not going to say her name. It starts with the letter A. I'm going to bleep it out because if I say it, it'll trigger your Echo Dot and everybody else's Echo device. But you can play music on this device. You can use, you can connect it with your smart home. It can do timers. It can even do intercom. And you can turn on your lighting system if you have Philips Hue lights, you name it. You can play the news through this device. It does almost everything at an extremely low price. And one of the things that I would use this device for in my life is to do conference calls with the grandparents, to do speaker calls with the grandparents, and to do it with family. I don't know how many of you guys out there have done speaker calls with other people, and it's just kind of unbearable basically to do speaker calls with people because you can't hear them properly on your phone. Having something like an Echo Dot or an Echo product can help you have better basically amplification during your calls as well, which is something that I really like about this device. But the other part is, like, a lot of people don't like a device in your house like listening to you all the time. And so this particular device, the Echo Dot, has a red ring around it, which will give you like a visual indicator essentially that lets you know when it's listening to you and when it's not. So you can actually turn it off there with that microphone icon, which is nice. And it'll disconnect, as you can see right here, it'll disconnect all of the microphones on the device, which is really cool. I really like that feature of it. People are worried that Bezos is listening in on them or whatever it may be. They aren't actually, and they've kind of gone out of their way to make sure that the device isn't listening in on you at all times. You can also tell it these sort of like, I wanted to make you guys aware of this, these sort of like complex actions, let's call it. So you can tell like through Amazon Music, Amazon plays study music, or I'm not going to say the actual name, okay? You know what the word is right over there, okay? I want to make sure you know that I'm not saying it on purpose, but you can say play study music, or you can say do these other things that you want it to do in terms of music playlists, and it'll play those things off of Amazon's music service, which is really, really cool. All of which is part of this like Amazon ecosystem that they're building. And as you can see, if you have smart lights in your house, you can have it turn on your lights as well. So if you can get smart bulbs in your lights, you can basically save on power, or you don't have to. And I know this might sound ridiculous, like, how inconvenient is it to go turn the power on your light? It's really not that inconvenient. But once you have something like the Echo Dot, where you can just voice command turn on something, you realize that it's just easier. And you kind of won't want to go back to turning things on with a physical switch or a physical button anymore. That's just how it is. And so devices like this kind of add up those little small improvements, if you will, and they make it so that it kind of changes your behaviors, and it kind of changes the way that you are running your lifestyle now, which is really interesting. And another thing that is a huge feature that they're pushing really hard with the Echo products. I don't know why, but for some reason people are having issues announcing that the dinner is ready and getting people to actually show up. So what you can do with your, I'm not going to say the actual name of it because it'll trigger yours, but is that you can actually, over an intercom system in your entire home, as you can see, this lady is calling out to hers, and it's going to play on the intercom in the entire house that dinner is ready, which is really cool in my opinion. I'm going to scoot myself over here, which is really cool in my opinion. And, I've got kids. I have a hard time getting them to show up and come to dinner. And so I don't know. I actually think that's a pretty decent feature. So should you pick up this product? Should you not? Consider getting the Echo Dot. I absolutely think this is a great, affordable Bluetooth speaker smart home accessory. And if you're already using Amazon, you can, you can shop on Amazon with it. You can play music with it. You can learn the news with it. You can do Bluetooth calls with it. It does freaking everything. and it's super compact and small, so it's not going to look like this gigantic speaker in your home. So I recommend picking this one up. That's a thumbs up.